I don't usually like to use the word technique because there's no technique to manifesting. You're always manifesting. But I'm going to show you one of the most mind-blowing manifesting law of attraction techniques that we can do in 3 seconds. I'm going to start by explaining it, and I'm going to show you how to do it in 3 seconds. It is so simple. It is the law of the universe in action all the time that most people aren't using. You can start it today. I'm going to explain it to you. You're going to love this. It's just as powerful as my 3 seconds to manifest anything video. If you've seen that, get ready for this one. Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears, live an amazing life. Why don't people manifest things they desire? Well, I have over 2,000 videos explaining this, but today we're going to do it in 3 seconds. I'm going to explain why people don't manifest the things that they desire, and then I'm going to show you what to do to shift into it the way that's effective, using the laws of the universe, and we're going to do it in 3 seconds. So let's start with why people don't manifest. Law of attraction makes you believe it's something out there you have to bring in. You don't believe you have it because you want it, and so by wanting it, you're saying I don't have it. That's the directive to the universe. The universe, the quantum field, is not separate from you, so there's nothing to attract. Every probability exists. When you know you have it, it will appear in the material world. I'm going to talk about how that works. I don't have it, so how can I think I have it? Well, guess what? If you don't think you have it, then you're always in a state of wanting something that you don't have. Lack, I don't have. The message is always the same. How do we change that? You have to know you have it. Now, how do you know you have it if you don't have it? Well, I'm going to give you the most simple way to think about this. Every probability exists for you, and you can shift into it. It takes time to go from this mindset of not having it or knowing how to act like a wealthy person or a happy person or awakened person. That's the human journey, is we have to become that person, even though that exists for us and we can shift into it. Between here and here, there's a journey of learning so that you become the mindset. The mind that created the problem can't solve the problem, right? So if you're still acting like this yin-yang and you want to be this yin-yang, you have to be this yin-yang. So you have to learn how to be that. So that doesn't happen in a split second. But I am going to tell you how to shift into it so it will happen. You don't get to avoid. Let's go into this first. When we do this technique, you don't get around learning how to be wealthy, learning how to be happy, learning how to have healthy relationships, learning how to be fit. You don't get out of the journey of being human. So let's get that straight. You ready for this one? Here's how you think of it. In order for you to manifest that which you desire and not think of it as something that you want, which is the message we don't want to send, and have the mindset that I have, I want you to think of being pregnant. Guys, work with me here. I've never had a baby either. I want you to think of yourself as pregnant. That baby exists. You don't see the baby, but you know you have the baby, and you know you're pregnant. And you know at some point you're going to have a little baby in your hands. Between now, when you know you're pregnant and you have it, you have that baby. It's just not in the form that it's going to be in the material world yet. You are pregnant. Whatever you desire, you have that baby. You're carrying it around. So get over it. It's not like, oh, I have to get pregnant. No, you've got it. That baby is going to appear. Your manifestation, the thing that you desire, think of yourself as you are now the pregnant manifester. In other words, that probability exists and you're carrying it around. It's already done. When it appears, when it's born into the material world, you have to do certain things. right? It has to grow and develop, and that's you learning how to be a parent so that when the baby shows up, what do you do between now and when the baby shows up? You buy the diapers, you have a shower, you get the gifts, you buy the baby crib, you take lessons. How do I take care of a baby? You take all these classes, things like that. And that's how it works. Are you with me on this? All right. Where's the 3 seconds coming in? Your probability exists. So quit putting up your storyboards and, meditating about something that you think is out there. When you do that, no, that's my baby, I already have it. That's already done. Now I have to work on learning how to be the mindset of that person, or the person that gets the higher paying job, or the person that has the skills. So maybe I take classes to get, you guys know that, we have internet marketing companies. We actually train people on how to create their own businesses. So you take the courses. So I desire to make multi-6 figures, maybe 7 figures in my own business, doing positive things for the planet. All right, boom, I'm pregnant. That's done. It's done. But now I've got some time between now and when that shows up to become the person so that when that baby's born, I am already that CEO, got the skills, know how it's going to operate, and it's born. This is how you... Did you have an epiphany? I think somebody had an epiphany out there somewhere. All right. No more, it's out there, I need to attract it. I already have it. It's coming into the material world. What do I need to do to prepare for that? Now, here's how you do it in 3 seconds. The 3 seconds is when you know what you want. You don't think of it as something you have to bring into your existence. You think of yourself as a person carrying that probability just like a baby. Women, it's probably easier for you to imagine that. Guys, you can think of it any way you want, but not something out here. It's created, and it's growing and developing. All right? My probability, I chose it. Now, some of you struggle with choosing something. That's a different thing. I actually have a course coming out called Total Clarity. That you have to get clear on what you desire. So once you know it, boom, my baby is growing now. I have the baby. I have the baby. Baby's going to appear. What do I need to do to get ready for the baby? So the 3 seconds is, what do I desire to manifest? Baby is growing. And then step number 3, that's 3 seconds. What do I desire? Baby is growing. And you imagine that manifestation growing and developing. Now, after you do your 3 seconds, everything beyond that point, 100% is focused on bringing it into the material world, getting it ready to be born. That's it. You stop thinking of it something out there. I'm here. That's that. I don't know how to be that, but I want it to show up, and then you miss that whole part of getting ready for the baby to be born. And that's the human experience. You came here to experience being human, to learn, to grow, to do all the wonderful things that get you to that next manifestation. And that's where everybody loses it. They just want to win the lottery. I'm going to be wealthy. Those people go broke and get divorced all the time. Why? They didn't get ready for the baby to be born. They just had a baby handed. What's this? It's crying. It poops. What am I supposed to do with that? And so there they go, there's a better parent out there. I'm going to hand it over because they are not responsible parents. Right? And that's your manifestation. And that's why you guys out there that are like, oh, stuff shows up and then I lose it all the time. Why? You haven't learned how to get ready for the baby. The baby's growing, the baby shows up and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so ready. I've got the crib. I know when I should feed the baby. I know what to feed the baby. I know what to do if the baby cries. I know all this stuff because I spent those 9 months getting ready to be a really amazing parent, and then you are totally in alignment with your manifestation. I learned how to be the wealthy person. I learned how to run a company properly. I have the skills to operate a company. I learned how to be a healthy person. I started eating healthy. I learned how to do that. I'm working out. I learned how to work out in a positive way so I'm not hurting myself, and how much to work out. And then healthy relationships. Okay, I'm learning how to love myself. This person exists. My baby is growing. my perfect guy or my perfect girl, and you know who that is. You know who it is, and they're going to be born. It's going to be born. It's coming into the material world. So guess what we're going to do right now? You know it, you imagine it, you see it, you let go of that. Now you work on you. So a lot of people, they're like, focusing, universe knows it. You are the universe. You don't have to tell it what to do. You already know what you want. But now you have to say, okay, the energy field that I'm here has to transition and transform into the new energy field. So if I desire this person doesn't want somebody who doesn't take care of themselves or who is jealous or insecure or, doesn't love themselves. So I have to go over here and learn all this because baby's coming in. Baby exists already. I'm pregnant. So baby's coming in, my new relationship, let's say. So now, what do I need to do to be ready for that? That's a specific thing. All right, I better take some courses on how to love myself. I better find out why I don't love myself. I better start taking care of my body because that baby's fit, and I'm going to have to be able to, be a good parent and, run around the backyard. I can't if I'm not fit. So if your relationship, you want somebody who's in great shape, you better be in great shape, right? So that you do all these things, and so you're 100% focused on that which exists. So you're not thinking about it doesn't exist. You're thinking it does exist. I am now focused on me transitioning my energy field into that match, into that manifestation. The baby's born, boom, you meet that person in the grocery store, you fall in love, you're married in a few months, and it works. The job shows up. Why? When you get the phone call, they say, well, here's the skills required. You go, I have them. In fact, I just took those courses. In fact, I'm perfect for the job, right? You get the phone call to, do certain things, to go hiking in the mountains or go on a bike ride in Italy, and you go, piece of cake. The last 9 months, I'm just using 9 months because the baby analogy, last 9 months, I've been biking, rowing, running, getting fit, weight training. Yeah, I can go on that trip now. I'm a match. My baby got born. You like it? Now you're going to be 100% focused on exactly being the person and doing just what it takes. And that's what the Bible speaks of. You have to know it is done. And that's the toughest thing because people separate themselves. It's out here. No, it's not out there. Once you claim it, you're pregnant. You don't have to keep trying to get pregnant if you're pregnant, right? I have it already. It just isn't born. And that's how the material world works. When we're on the other side, boom, you got it. Boom, you got it. Boring. You don't get to work for it. You don't get to shift into being that. You just are that. You get everything. And that's the beauty of being human, so enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. I hope you share this video everywhere. We're going to have people having epiphanies going, oh my gosh. And if you don't want to use the pregnant analogy, I think that's the best one because basically it's saying your manifestation is already existing. You're already pregnant. Now you're just waiting for it to be born, but you have to prepare for it. And that's when your focus is 100% on I am. It's already done. And you're prepping for baby to be born. And then you put it in the crib and you enjoy all the things, the money, the job, the relationship, whatever it is you desire to manifest. It's all the same thing. You have to shift into that. You ready to do that? All right, you guys, if you do want to create your own business, this is what I do for a living. I help people change their lives and get the skills. This is a free video series. You can learn more about that. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. Shut your pie hole if you don't like it. Manifest Anything, free video series. Come on over, and I got courses over there. If you need to take some courses before your baby's born to, be ready, then I've got all kinds of classes and master classes for you to get out of your head so you can change the mindset of that which created the problem so you can solve the problem and shift into that new world. It's available for everybody, and that's totally going on up here in our little brains. Somebody didn't like it when I said pea brain. It is a pea brain. Compared to what you are, you're the universe. You are the quantum field. You could do anything. In fact, you're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I'm going to say it again. Please subscribe. Share these. come in to manifest anything, or go to landriaonka.com to check out all of the things that I offer you for changing your life spiritually. And then landriaonka.net is the business side of things, and we're very spiritual over there. We're doing things that are good for our planet and one another. It's a new earth, my friend, and you can participate in it if you choose. Sending you light and love. Namaste.